channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I would love it if you could subscribe. And if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So today is going to be my update for the I Heart the 90'S project pan. I've just got back from my holiday today, so I've just thrown the quickest bit of makeup on that I could. I'm also still not feeling very well. I think on my Tuesday's video, which I filmed last week, I mentioned that I've been having some problems with my ears, specifically this one, and I'm still having that problem, so just bear with me. So like I said, today's video is going to be my update for the I Heart the 90'S project pan, and this is a PANtastic Ladies Collab Facebook group project, and it is created by Laura. I'll make sure to leave Laura's channel below, and I'll also leave a link to the PANtastic Ladies Collab Facebook group if you'd like to go over there and join. I definitely recommend it, because they are now starting to bring out projects for next year. So I'm signing up to all the ones I want to participate in next year now, and I do think I'm going to start potentially picking some products that I want to put into those projects. But I mean, I know we are still in September, but I like to be a little bit ahead. So this is a prompt-based project all about the 90's. This update, I can roll out 6 out of the 8 prompts. So some of these products I've completely finished, and other products are just usage goals. So we'll talk about these 6 I can roll out first, then I will talk about the 2 products I am still working on, then we'll roll in some more prompts at the end. I don't know whether I've got 6 left. I'm not quite sure how many I do have left in this project, so we'll find that out at the end. The first prompt is Got Milk, and that is a white product / packaging, and for that I brought in my Fenty cream blush in Peach Face. Now, I've tried this formula before and I do really like it. Out of all of the cream blushes I've tried, this formula is definitely my favourite, but I haven't tried this one. I got this one last Christmas off my sister and her family, and it's Peach Face. So the one I currently have in my collection is definitely more of a mauvey pink, whereas this one is more peachy, and sorry, it is a little bit dirty. But I did just want to use this one 10 times, and I managed to use it a further 4 times to get my 10 uses. And again, I really love the way that this looks. I wasn't sure what this colour would look like on me, but I absolutely love it. Love the formula, like I said, so yeah, I'm happy to at least have got some use on this, because before I brought into this project, I hadn't used it once. This is what I love about project panning. I can actually start to get use out of products that have been in my collection for a long time. This hasn't been in that long, to be fair, but there has been some of the ones that I have had in my collection too long for it not to have been used. The second prompt is Easy Bake Oven. If you wonder why I'm looking this way, by the way, I have my computer here with the prompts and my numbers. So it's Easy Bake Oven, a product that is easy for you to pan. So for that, I brought in the Sol de Janeiro body spray, and I completely finished it. So I do find it quite easy to use up body sprays. I mean, this is only a little mini, but I do find it easy because when I'm panning them, I really focus on them. So that was my progress. I was at the top, and that's where I was last update, and that's all I had left. So I knew I would have this one done. I like this one. I like the smell of it. It smells like the Boom Boom cream, which I absolutely love that scent. Just not a massive fan of the actual product itself. Whereas this, I think it was really nice. I don't think I would go out and buy it, but I did enjoy this one, and I used it a further 11 times. So this was only in 2 updates, which, like I said, I do find it easy to pan body sprays. So I'm happy to have another body spray out of my collection. I do only now have full sizes in my collection for body sprays now though, so they may take me a little bit longer. So I do need to bring one into a project at some point. The next prompt is Thelma and Louise, a duo product. And for this, I brought in the Zoeva Spice of Life highlighter palette. And again, I just wanted to use this one 10 times. This is what it looks like. I did try both of them to begin with, but I just wasn't a massive fan of the highlight in this one. So I just focused my uses on the blush, and I used it a further 4 times to get my 10 uses. I'm going to keep this in my collection. It's not my favourite product, but I'm trying to be a lot better at just not decluttering something. I really want to try and make it work, because it's not awful. Yeah, it's not my favourite. It's not something I feel like I need to part with from my collection. And I'm curious to see when I pull this out again whether I would like the highlight at that point, because my tastes do change. So maybe next time I pull that out I might like that highlight. So the next prompt is Cowabunga, a beach themed product, and for that I brought in my Sol de Janeiro Rio Sunset Glow Oil. So I was a bit nervous when I first brought this in because I didn't know whether I would like it. It's not really a product I reach for that much, but it's definitely more a product I would reach for more in the summer months. So I wanted to bring this in now, and I'm glad I got this prompt in the summer months. I just wanted to use this one 10 times. I mean, this would take me forever to use up because you really don't need a lot of it. And I used it a further 3 times to get my 10 uses. So I'm glad I managed to get my uses in the summer months, because I just don't see myself using this in autumn, winter, maybe spring, depending on the weather. But I would definitely use this in the summer again, and it will be something I will reach for again next year. So the next prompt is what's up? A product that is part of your morning routine. And for that I brought in the Ultra Sun SPF, one of my holy grail SPFs. And I wanted to finish this, and I really didn't know how long this would take me. It did feel quite top heavy, so I thought I would be quite close. I used it a further 19 times and I've now finished this. So this has been in 2 updates. Both updates I've actually used it 19 times. I'm sad this is finished now, but I will definitely be repurchasing this. If you are looking for a SPF that lasts all day, that sits well under makeup and doesn't make your face greasy, I would definitely recommend this. One thing I will say as well is keep an eye out on Boots on Tuesdays, because sometimes this product is featured on £10 Tuesdays. This usually retails, I think, for about £22. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that. I absolutely love that, and I will be repurchasing that when I need it. And then last but not least, for the prompts I have finished, I have inflatable furniture, a lightweight airy product, and for that I brought in the Pestle and Mortar lightweight moisturiser. I really enjoyed this product. I didn't think that my skin would be able to cope with the lightweight moisturiser because I have dry skin, not as dry as what it used to be, but I definitely still do have dry skin, especially in certain areas, so I wasn't quite sure how my skin would take to this. But my skin absolutely loved it. It literally felt like water was being thrown on my face, and that's the type of moisturiser that I really do like. Really thoroughly enjoy this. I'm not quite sure how much this would cost, but I would be very interested in picking this up if it's not too expensive. So that was my progress. So again, this has only been in 2 updates. I was started here, then I was there, and now I've finished it, and I used it a further 9 times to finish it. So now let's talk about the 2 products that I'm still working on. So the first prompt is Miss Cleo, product you feel like is a rip-off, and for that I brought in my Dolce & Gabbana Face Duo. So it's actually called Solar Glow Illuminating Powder Duo, and mine is in Sweet Pink. Beautiful packaging. This is what it looks like inside. Now, the reason I think that this is a rip-off is because this product, I don't know if you can get it anymore, but when I bought it, I think it might have been actually around this time last year, this cost me over £50 for this product. And don't get me wrong, it's an okay product, but I definitely don't think it is worth the price tag. I am quite happy to use it, but I would expect a lot better from a product that costs that price. So I want to use this one 10 times. I've just used it once up to now. I'm working on quite a lot of blushes and highlights at the moment, so I am trying to reach for this as and when I can. Definitely wouldn't be something I would buy again, but I'm definitely going to use it because it's in my collection and I bought that myself. And then the last prompt I'm working on is Dunkaroos, a food themed product, and for that I brought in the Elemis Soothing Apricot Toner. I haven't used this yet because I'm still working on another toner which isn't in any project, but because I've already got that open, I don't want to have multiple open at once. And I should think in the next month I will have that toner done though, so I should be able to start working on this next month. I don't think that this will take me long at all. 1, maybe 2 updates. So yeah, I definitely will have that one done before Christmas. So now we're at the point where I can roll in some new prompts. So it's a little bit later now because I had to charge my tablet, but I now have Wheel of Names up and I do have 16 prompts left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the wheel for 6 prompts, then I will go and get the products for those prompts. So hopefully you can see this. The first prompt I'm going to be working on is Goosebumps spooky themed product. Might struggle with that one might take me a while. The second prompt I'm going to be working on is Tamagotchi, a product that is not long lasting. Okay. The third prompt is The Lion King, a black owned brand. The fourth prompt is Smells Like Teen Spirit, a scented product. 2 more prompts left, so this is the fifth one. Rugrats, a product from a brand that you have mispronounced the name. Oh well, I can tell you there's definitely a lot of those I'll have in my collection. I used to love Rugrats. Loved it. Okay, and then last but no means least, we have Beverly Hills 90210, most expensive product. Okay, so what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go and get those products for those prompts, and I will be right back to show you what I have chose. Okay, so I'm back, and that took me a very, very long time to try and figure out what I was going to pick, because the first prompt which I rolled, which was Goosebumps spooky themed product, I really struggled with that because I don't have a lot of spooky themed things in my collection. So let's just start off with that one. So I chose to bring in this, and I thought just the packaging, you know, with the smoke, I really didn't have anything that I could think of in my collection that was spooky. So I'm just going to put a 5-use goal on this because I have so many eyeshadows I'm panning at the moment. I won this in a giveaway from Catch Up With Kay. So this is what it looks like. I've used this palette before and I have enjoyed it. It's not my favourite formula, but it is one I am quite happy to use. Really struggled with that one. Really struggled. I went through all of my drawers, makeup, skincare. I even looked at my nail varnish, and yeah, that was the only thing I could find that I thought was spooky themed. The next one is Tamagotchi, a product that is not long lasting, and for me I'm going to be bringing in this Asda Manuka Honey and Oat hand cream. So I have already started to use this previously and then put it back into my drawer. I don't really like doing that, so now that this has been opened, I think I opened this year, so I really want to try and work this out in my collection, so I do want to finish this. I'm working on another hand cream at the moment, but I do think I might try and focus on this one because I think there's less in this one. Let me see. This one has 75ml, this one only has 30, so I'm going to focus on this one to try and get this one out and finished. It's just not really very long lasting. I do find I do have to reapply it quite a lot throughout the day, so I'm going to bring that in to finish. So the next thing is The Lion King, a black owned brand, and for that I'm going to be bringing in this Pat McGrath lip gloss. This one is in Divine Rose Lust, I think that's what it is. I just thought that this would work really well on top of other lip products I am currently panning. Smells incredible, and I've tried one of these before. I don't think it's this one. I've had these in my collection for a while and I've still don't really know what I think to them. So I'm going to bring this in, I think, for 20 uses. I do think I may be able to get that in a couple of updates, but I feel like by 20 uses I'll really know what I think about this formula and if it's something that I would potentially maybe want to buy more of in the future. We then have Smells Like Teen Spirit, a scented product. So I was actually saying earlier on about how I need to start making some use on some of my full-size body sprays, so I'm really glad that I actually rolled this prompt because I'm going to be bringing in this, and this is the Ted Baker body spray. So this has already been at my work desk. I have been spraying it throughout the day, so I am going to mark where I am. I don't know whether to put this in to finish or to put it in just to use half. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in to use half because there is 150ml in here, and I think the finale for this project is in December, I believe. I think I'm just going to put to use half, so I'll mark about where half is, and then I will just work towards that, because I do think realistically I'm not going to be able to finish this if the finale is in December. So yeah, my goal is to use half of that. We then have Rugrats, a product from a brand that you have mispronounced the name. I will still notably mispronounce the name of this, but I'm going to be bringing in this blush. I'm not quite sure, I don't think it has a name. But this is the brand, hopefully you can see that. Alekia Beauty, is that how you say it? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, this is definitely a brand I have mispronounced previously. And I just want to bring this one in for 10 uses. I've not used this before, so I'm not sure how this is going to look, but I'm curious to see. And now we're coming into autumn, winter, I think that this will look quite nice. So yeah, I just want to use this one 10 times. And I'll see what I think about that one as well, because I've had that in my collection for a while and I still haven't used it. And then last but no means least, we have Beverly Hills Nano 210, the most expensive product. Now, I was looking through my collection and I think this is the most expensive thing makeup wise I own. I may be wrong, but I don't, in my inventory, I don't keep my value or anything. I just have the makeup product and when I bought it. I'm going to be bringing in another eyeshadow palette, but this is my most expensive makeup product. I was going to bring in a face palette, but I don't think it's as expensive as this. I'm going to be bringing in my Natasha Denona bronze palette. So when I bought this was £60. They've now gone up, I think, to 65. I believe this is the most expensive thing I've ever bought. And this is what it looks like inside. Such a beautiful neutral palette. For me, I think I prefer Pat McGrath's formula over Natasha Denona. I do have hair palettes in my collection, so I'm not just going to give them away or let them sit there to go off. I do just want to use this one 5 times as well. I haven't used it. It's brand new. I've had this since, I think, last year. Did I buy it this year or last year? I'm not quite sure, but it's been sat in my collection long enough for it to not be used, and I can definitely get some really nice looks out of this. These two I don't think I will ever reach for, but the rest of them I can definitely create some really nice looks with this palette. And like I said, I just want to use that one 5 times as well. So that is my update. I feel like the videos I filmed today have been all over the place, but that's okay. That's okay. I hope you enjoyed this video either way. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it'd mean the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.